Hello again, Michael Freeberg here from beautiful North Carolina with a shave today featuring Captain's Choice products. So the company Captain's Choice was kind enough to send me a number of items for review. I'm going to be featuring 3 of those in the shave today. The first is something I normally really never use, but I'm definitely going to use for today's shave. Captain's Choice sells a lathering bowl. I normally face lather, but today I'm going to go ahead and use this bowl. Very nice handmade custom lathering bowl. Features the logo at the front, has these internal ridges to help build up the lather. Very nice, heavy, solid piece of equipment there. The second item is a variety of soaps. Now this is the full size line. This is a 5-ounce container. I'm not going to be shaving with the line today, but I will be shaving with a sample of the Bay Rum, which I have pressed into the apothecary mug. 2 things hard to say in these videos: apothecary mug and blade exposure. Those often really go wrong. And the third thing for today's shave is going to be one of the aftershaves they sent. They sent a full-size bottle of the Bay Rum for me to try, as well as a number of samples. There are 4 or 5 main scents. I believe it's the Bay Rum, the Lime, North, which I'll talk about, the Cat of Nine Tails, and Sandalwood, which I think only appears in the soap, not in the aftershave. So let me go ahead and just re-wet my face. I'll start loading my brush, build a lather. We'll talk about the scents and the products in just a moment. This is actually a no shower shave, so I've just taken some time to wet my face before we started. About 2.25 days worth of growth, something like that. So I'll be shaving today with the Baby Smooth with a brand new Gillette Silver Blue blade. These have proven to be very good in both the Stealth and the Baby Smooth. I've been able to get between 5 and 7 shaves out of a blade, which is not normally the case for me, so very happy with those blades so far. Okay, today's brush. This is, I believe, with the Bloodwood with the Lapis Lazuli by Steve Bento with a nice silver tip knot. All right, I'm going to load the brush and I'm going to build a lather inside the lather bowl. I know that for some of you this will come as quite a bit of a shock, because I think I've only ever bowl lathered in one other video, which I think was to satisfy the rather morbid curiosity on the part of Darren Dub Webster. I think it was a Chalfong Sing soap that I did that with, but okay, I'm just going to load. Now, Captain's Choice soaps, these have been very easy to lather. I'll talk about the scents in just a moment, but in terms of the soap's performance, yeah, quite impressed. Very good stuff. So just loading the brush right now, and I'll start building the lather inside the lather bowl. All right, that looks like that is likely going to be plenty. These have not been hard to load at all. I've used the lather bowl maybe twice. I'm just going to drip a bit of water into it, so when I start lathering, I'm actually lathering wet like I would on my face. So I'm just going to take the brush. Now, they do recommend that you can use this logo as a sort of a bit more of a friction touch point, because if you drop this and it falls in your sink, something's going to break. Oh, look at that, lather's already beginning to build. This just doesn't feel natural to me at all, because I normally never use the bowl to build a lather. So that's definitely a little dry. Let's add a bit of water to that. I'm just going to drip some water in there. And you can see it's beginning to build. I know people love these bowls with a bit of roughness in the texture, right, to help build it up a little bit. There we go. Now, this bowl is not going to fill with lather. That's really not the intent. The intent is to build up enough of the lather that you can then apply that to your face. So if you're expecting this mountain of lather inside here, that is not going to happen. But I'm going to add a bit more water. And there we go. Start to overflow the sides a little bit. There we go. All right, now there's plenty in there and plenty on the brush. So let me just wet my face one final time. Go ahead and start to lather. I know what you're thinking. Well, you just basically reface lathering? Well, a little bit. It's hard to resist the urge to sort of take an already built lather or really work it into the your beard a little bit. So yeah, for the scents, this is the Bay Rum, the scent of the Bay Rum aftershave. I'll talk about when I actually get to the aftershave, but these are not perfumey kind of light floral scents at all. There's definitely a particular sort of niche or class of scents I think that Captain's Choice is going for. If you look at something like the Bay Rum, it has a very traditional scent. The North is a juniper or coniferous scent, conifers, that smells, well, there's certain kinds of gin that are made obviously from the juniper berry. And it sort of reminds me of that a little bit. It is a nice, I want to say light scent, but I don't mean airy scent. It's not a heavy or overpowering scent. I really like the North. I know that there are people who probably don't enjoy that style of scent. The lime is a very, it smells of a lime that you've had sitting for a while, where the skin has turned dark green and it's hardened a little bit. When you cut that lime open, that scent is the scent of lime. It's not kind of a very fruity, bright, citrusy scent. The Bay Rum really smells like what I would think most people in their minds, and they thought, wow, that's what a Bay Rum should smell like. That's what this smells like. And the nice thing is, even though there is a hint of it in the scent, there's no clove included, which for me is one of the reasons I don't like Bay Rum, is just the overpowering sense of clove. Yeah, so this is the Bay Rum soap. Scent definitely is there, not overpowering. A nice light reminder of the Bay Rum scent. And the soaps themselves have really been a pleasure to use. Easy to lather. Make for a nice smooth shave. And we'll talk about sort of the, what kind of slickness you get when you rinse. Yeah, overall I've been very impressed actually with the products. The ones that for me have not been sort of the hits, been the sandalwood. Sandalwood is a very light sandalwood scent, and I'm not a big sandalwood fan anyway, so please don't take that as a slam on the product. Some people may love that version of it. It's not kind of a very woodsy, heavy, kind of musky scent. Definitely on the lighter side. I see that soap is holding together really well. Okay, we go and rinse. Yeah, one of the aftershaves included is it's called Cat O' Nine Tails. And I think it comes with some very explicit language about care should be taken when using that. Of all the products in that set, that's the one which is 100% not for me, but I can understand those people who might love what the Cat O' Nine Tails brings, and I'll go into a bit more detail on that when it comes time to actually use the aftershave. Yeah, I think if you're looking for a different kind of scent profile, which is a little bit on the, well, let's put it this way, not floral, not perfumey. You're looking for something that's a little bit denser, or you're looking for something that more on the woodsy side, or just, I think the standout here is clearly the Bay Rum, and you're looking for a really solid Bay Rum option. Well, I can 100% recommend this. Is really very nice. If you're looking for some additional scents or soaps, give these a whirl. If you're looking for a lime scent that's not overly bright and not too citrusy or not sweet, this may well be a great choice for you. If you're a bay rum fan, obviously try the bay rum. If you like the scent of juniper or spruce trees or something like that, you think about a nice walk in the northern woods, try the northern. Pretty nice as well. All right, this is going to be second and last pass just to keep the duration of this down. Now, unfortunately, today's shave is marred only by one product missing. A good friend on Facebook, Eric Shillett, who many of you will probably remember because he was the person who ended up gifting me a extra big shave limited edition brush. He posted a wonderful shave of the day today, but that included an item which I simply don't have, and it was, well, it's very elegant and obviously extremely difficult to find green plastic spoon that you use to scoop out soap from your container to put into your lathering bowl. Well, today's shave would have been perfect, except then Eric went and posted that picture just to taunt the rest of us that don't have this one final accessory. So, unfortunately, now, although I thought I had everything I could need, I gotta find a spoon. Thanks, Eric. Nice work. All right. I've had some interesting questions, by the way, about these 2-pass shaves, and aren't I sort of cheating by going against the grain there on my neck on the bottom? Well, cheating implies that there are rules that you're breaking, and there are no such rules, so no, I'm not cheating. Just trying to save a bit of time. Now, what I will say is it's interesting. Every year around this time, weather starts to turn, humidity starts to change, and that has an impact on my skin. And this may be true for a lot of you as well. This is kind of a time to pay attention a little bit to things that you might have done otherwise, where you are suddenly experiencing a return of irritation that you normally don't have. And I get that right here. And so for some reason, skin starts to feel, well, I can't think of a better word than maybe fragile. And so I try to avoid going against the grain there. I'm doing it this morning just because of the time limitation, but normally speaking, I would just do 3 kind of with the grain or slightly, like in this case, across the grain passes, and just leave it at that. It's just not worth that ultimately epically perfect, completely all hair gone shave if that's going to come with razor burn and irritation. Just really not worth it in my opinion. Okay, let me go ahead and rinse off a little bit, try to get some of the soap out of my ears. Leave it at that. Now I will say, let me just show you, there's still a phenomenal amount of lather left in the brush, and then we're just going to put that back inside the bowl so you can get a feel for tons in there. I could have easily done 4 passes with that, but today I'm not going to bother. So now we'll just rinse off a little bit more of the soap. I'm going to go ahead and apply aftershave. Let's talk about the aftershaves. I've had samples of all of them. I've tried the Northern, which I quite liked. I've tried the Lime, which I finished as well. They're just small glass sample bottles. The full-size bottle that they sent, which I'm going to shake up a little bit, which I think is advisable for all of them. Witch hazel, alcohol, glycerin, and the bay rum scent. So 3 things about this aftershave you need to know. Number 1, this is a very well-defined, pronounced bay rum scent. If you're looking for something that really, sort of yells out bay rum, this is the way to go. Really an excellent version of the bay rum. If you are looking for an aftershave that is going to last and stick with you for more than 15-20 minutes, this goes on and stays on. You can smell this for quite a while afterwards. So if you're going to apply this, Don't think you're going to put this on and then follow this with some other kind of cologne. This is the scent that you'll be wearing. The third thing to know about this is that this goes on warm. If you are a menthol head and you like a kick of sort of cooling aftershave after your shave, this is not the aftershave for you. This goes on warm and stays warm. This has a distinct warming effect. Once it goes on, heat slowly builds and then cools off again. So let me go ahead and just apply some. It comes with a nice restrictor cap, which, as you've seen in some of the other videos I've done from that pass around box, when that's not there, sometimes leads to huge splashes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this has sort of that wonderful combination of sort of dense sweetness, something like the rum, really well spiced, spicy, not in the sense of like peppery, but a great mix of those two scents and just a really well done bay rum. Excellent, excellent job on that one. Now, so that's going to slowly, as you put that on, that's going to slowly build and heat a little bit. You'll feel it come on, it'll build up a little bit and then drop after that. Now, the only one of the bunch which for me was not something I think I would choose again is the Cat of Nine Tails. That has a very distinct warming effect. It's hot on the face and it stays hot on the face, and it has a distinct cinnamony scent to it, which may be one of the reasons why it gets hot and stays hot. So if you're looking for something that sort of takes that heat to the max, and you just like a hot face, Cat of Nine Tails might be for you. It wouldn't be my choice, but it might be just the fit for you. So yeah, you can really feel that coming on just a little bit. Oh, great scent, really great scent. Now remember, I am not a big bay rum fan. This is not normally the kind of scent I would choose. However, I'm going to hold on to this for a while. This has been just very nice to fall back to. It pairs very well with the soap. So if you're interested in keeping your soap and your aftershave together, obviously the bay rum soap and the bay rum scent goes together. I will also say that if you do get the samples and you're just smelling the sample, you are not going to get an accurate representation of that scent. So unlike a lot of these sort of higher end aftershaves, you simply have to put it on and then experiencing the scent once it's on you. It just changes a bit when you actually apply it. So let me just review again the products that we've used. So today, although it is not this specific soap, it is the Captain's Lime Bay Rum version of the shaving soap. As I said, this is a full size tub. This is 5 ounces, so that's quite a bit. A nice container as well. I was lathering that today in the custom Captain's Choice lathering bowl. It's a nice addition to the den. I don't know how often I'll use it. It's kind of a nice thing to have around. I normally face lather, but it may be a very nice thing to be able to fall back to. Followed by Bay Rum aftershave. Well, I gotta say overall, Captain's Choice, very, very nice set of products. The soap is easy to lather, does a great job. It's a really nice, easy, smooth shave. What I've found is for the aftershaves as well, it's the witch hazel aftershaves seem to do very well, at least for my skin. They tend to feel good. My skin feels nice and loose. It doesn't feel tight or overly dry. The glycerin there definitely helps moisturize a little bit, and the scents are not perfumey, not flowery, kind of a nice alternative to those aftershaves. And in most instances, the scent really does last quite well. So thumbs up on all three of those. Let's just one more pass. Fantastic brush to get from Steve Bento. Really a great brush and such a huge surprise to get. And of course, another shave with the Baby Smooth and the Gillette Silver Blue. Well, that's really it for today. Another quick 2-pass shave, but you know what? That was a really good shave. My skin feels great. Oh, I'm going to smell like bay rum for quite a while now. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have comments, you could of course leave them against the video. I try to get back to them as soon or as often as I can. And just let me say thank you one more time. I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. And until next time, goodbye.